When you say that, I think the offender gained access into the house through the kitchen window. How do you know this? Evidence is what helps you to know whether your hypothesis is true or not. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Godwill, and on this channel, forensic science is a major topic. So if you're new here, don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Click the notification bell so you know when a new video drops. Always, you don't have to miss out on anything at all because we have back-to-back hits on this channel. All right, so today we are going to be talking about evidence. What do you need to know about evidence? What are the different types of evidence that you need to know? So evidence are the silent witness to every crime, and they play a critical role in investigations. So whenever there's a case or anything, you should know that evidence are where the answers are written, and there are different types of evidence that are vital to investigations. And what does this evidence help to do in investigations? It helps to reconstruct events, corroborate findings, and substantiate hypotheses. So when you say that, I think the offender gained access into the house through the kitchen window, how do you know this? Evidence is what helps you to know whether your hypothesis is true or not. So upon meticulous evidence recovery and analysis, it forms a cohesive narrative that connects the dots in investigations. So evidence forms a cohesive narrative that connects dots A, dots B, dot C, as number dots, as many dots that you have. So evidence is what connects all of them in investigations. And then there are different types of evidence, but we're talking about 5 types of evidence that you need to know. Number 1 is physical evidence. Now, physical evidence are the tangible traces you can see at a crime scene. What can you see with your eyes at a crime scene? So they range from clothing fibers to footwear to weapons and so many others like that. What you can see physically with your eyes, they are recovered and then they are recovered and examined to reveal who, what and how of a crime. So number 2 evidence type is biological evidence. Whenever they mention biological evidence, DNA is usually the star of the show, but then biological evidence is a lot more than just DNA. So biological evidence comprises of blood, semen, saliva, bodily fluids, sweat, and so many others like that. So they are able to link individuals to crime scenes or to each other. So DNA is not just biological evidence, but you have blood, you have sweat, hair, and so many others. Number 3 is trace evidence. Now, trace evidence is usually invisible to the naked eye. You can't see it with your eyes. Don't forget, in physical evidence, you see it with your eyes, but trace evidence, you do not have to see it with your eyes. You don't see it with your naked eye. So they include particles like fiber, glass, soil, paint, and so many other things. So as minute as these particles can be, they can provide valuable insights that can help resolve crimes. So trace evidence you can't see with your naked eye, physical evidence you can see with your eye, biological evidence anything that has to do with your body. So yes. Number 4 is digital evidence.
He specializes in internet fraud. This man has almost $2 million wired to come into this country. I have all the details. Order! When you get up, I'll let him to know the damages has done to the use of this nation.
Officer, can you revive that man? Mr. Michael Bonima, are you up to it? Can we proceed?
Oh my lord, I'm okay. Proceed.
You may proceed, counsel.
Thank you, my lord.
Now, any data that can't be extracted from a computer, mobile phone, or any electronic device is digital evidence. This includes social media posts, emails, encrypted files, text messages, call logs, and other things that you can get from an electronic device, computer, or mobile phone. So digital evidence can provide information on interactions, motives, relationships, and timelines, to everything within that crime, everything that will shed more light on solving that case, on solving that crime. So digital evidence can provide information on interactions, motives, relationships, and timelines. Number 5 type of evidence is testimonial evidence. Now, you should know that words are very, very powerful, and then if you've watched movies where you see either they are taking statements from a victim, taking statements from an eyewitness, taking statements from even the suspect, so all of these things are testimonial evidence. But then you should know that testimonial evidence is your word against mine, is your word against mine, your word against what I see or at the crime scene, your word against the other types of evidence. So while they can provide invaluable context to corroborate other forms of evidence, they are carefully scrutinized to discern truth from misinformation. So you cannot say at this moment you are saying you saw a man in black clothes climbing over the fence of your neighbor, and the next moment you're saying no, he was not putting on black, he had the long hair, you think it was a woman. So, and then another person is saying it was a man. So all of these things need to be carefully scrutinized to be sure that you're saying the truth and you're not just giving information and trying to hide hide other things that may be critical to solving that case, to solving that crime. So witness statements and testimonies are key parts of forensic investigations. Now, I'll go over the 5 types of evidence that we've learned again today. We've learned physical evidence, we've learned biological evidence, we've learned trace evidence, we've learned digital evidence, and testimonial evidence. So what type of evidence were you familiar with before now? What type of evidence are you just learning about? Is there any other type of evidence that you know about that I have not mentioned that you feel like, oh, you should have said this? Or yeah, I think I want to know more, 1 or 2 things more about this type of evidence. Leave a comment in the comment section. I'll be reading, and don't forget to like, to share, and to subscribe. Share this video with somebody that you know needs this video. Share with your friends, share with your family. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to click the notification bell so you always know when a new video drops. Bye guys.